Hello, how is it going? My name is Fozzen, welcome back to the basically Minecraft server. We're going again with that redundancy, and I've realized I've made a mistake. You see, this shop that I'm in right now is actually our bookshop, and we sell all sorts of magical books, that kind of jazz, but over here at the front is where we have our pay here boxes, and I thought it would be a great idea to put a bunch of diamonds in there. And you know, it seemed to work good. We've made some sales and stuff like that, but it means I have no clue how many diamonds we made. And if we were being practical, you know, like intelligent about this, it wouldn't matter how many diamonds we make per session, just that we make diamonds in the end. But nope, I'm arrogant. So I had to figure out how many diamonds we actually made in total. I watched back all the other clips and figured out that we have made 14 diamonds. Ah yeah, right then. Plans, activities, what are we getting done in today's episode? Well, for those of you that watched episode 7, I'm sorry, zombies, you are gonna have to get out of here. This is no place for you. This is no place for you. If you guys watched episode 7, you will actually remember that we put a drowned under here in the water. And of course, we could have gotten another drown, but no, this one was special, and that has inspired me. That has inspired me to make a very special storage system. Essentially, we've got this whole thing going on in the Dimension, you know, floating islands, that kind of deal, and I actually want to make our next floating island today. At the end of the last episode, I said we would, and we are going to be making a storage system. System, whatever, same thing. But yeah, this is the current island that we have, and I want to put another one right about where we are flying. And it is going to be not only a storage system, not only an automatic storage system, but an automatic underwater storage system. Yeah, we popped over into our creative world, and well, if you haven't seen this before, it's kind of crazy. We've got some Fozzencraft flashbacks, all that kind of stuff. The bookshop is over there, and this right there, that is a sneak peek to the island we are going to be building. And just by looking at that island, you can tell that it is going to be a massive project to try and get, so we are going to gather all the resources right now. Ah, yeah. One good piece of news in regards to gathering resources is actually that this season we have done pretty good at gathering resources beforehand when I can't record, so that when I do need to record, I just have a lot of the resources on hand. And voila, pretty much 2 hours later, we have finished gathering all the resources, and this just involved crafting and stuff. And yeah, pretty much I woke up this morning, filmed those first few clips, and then spent the next couple of hours gathering all of these resources. Now, actually, the stone means that there are places of stuff that we need to get, and this took like a few hours. I didn't even go and gather stuff. And so through the power of editing, I'm gonna finish filling up the rest of those shulker boxes. You see, right now we are gonna go to the end dimension, build up this island, build up a storage system, and then afterwards we are gonna roll the clips of building all the tiny farms we need. So let's do it. And let me just say that it has been done. All 25,000 blocks have been placed, and it's looking gorgeous, but it kind of makes me want to cry on the inside. You see, last night I whipped this thing out. It took all day, all day. I underestimated the scale of this massive project. And the time-lapse corrupted. I'm not joking, the replay mod time-lapse corrupted. Actually, I think corrupted is used too widely. It didn't corrupt, it just never saved. I got a crash error, and that has never happened before. And then it happens on the largest scale project I have ever done in Minecraft. Oh, whatever. I suppose whatever. Anyway, let's get a tour underway of this whole thing. So, of course, up there is our shulker box monster. That is going to be fixed with this island very soon. And the first thing I want to show off is a small detail that very few people are going to notice. I used blue ice in here, okay? And I used a lot of blue ice. And blue ice is not cheap, but you know, it adds a good touch, so we have to add it. We just had to add it. And also, we are going to go and peek at these ships, because I thought that this was going to be a fantastic idea. What I actually did in the creative world is I brought in the, what are those things called? Like, basically I used those jingle blocks or whatever and brought in vanilla structures, and I stuck these ships into the island. I love it. There's 3 of them. There's that one, the one at the bottom, and then this upside down one. I think they had a great touch. Then the part that we see most often, there are these palm trees, and I love the way these palm trees look. And then once you actually go into the water, this is our storage system. I think we can sort 120 or so items, and you might be thinking, why did you say sort? Oh, it's because this is a redstone sorting system. Yeah, this island isn't just hollow. It is hollow with a bunch of redstone, and pretty much over here is like a hole in the ground. And really, just yeah, I can kind of throw anything I want to at all into this hole, and it will get sorted automatically. And of course, the shulker boxes will get their own chest. These two right here can get filled up with shulker boxes, and everything else gets sorted auto-magically. Well, I think what we need to do is go back in time to before we built up this storage island. And I know for a fact a few different times I'm like, how was the time-lapse, guys? Oh, it still makes me want to cry. Welcome back after that time-lapse. It is a blast from the past that we are having right now, and the first thing we are going to do in gathering up these resources that we need is taking off these boots. You see, I went to the nether, and I hate Frostwalker in the overworld. For us to completely cap out those shulker boxes and be ready to build that island, what we need is seagrass, we need grass, we also need tall grass, jungle leaves, and hoppers. For those hoppers, we have been saved. You see, Speeve was actually talking with us earlier on the stream, and he said that we are able to take some of the dark oak wood from him somewhere in here, as well as get some iron from there. It is a awesome thing for him to let us do that. Pretty much all of this area was a tall forest area, and Speeve just removed it all. He has so much wood. There we go. That is the first item ticked off of our list. We have just under 10 stacks of hoppers. And if you're thinking, oh man, Fozzen, you took way too much iron. Whenever I come here, I make sure to craft up iron. And when we showed up, there was just under 1 double chest of blocks of iron. Now, there is almost 3. Yeah, all I have to say about that is Speeve is not running out of iron anytime soon, but here we go. We have got our shulker box of saplings, and this is because, well, we need to go and farm jungle leaves by hand. First stop is over here at the village trading place, and this is actually because we have a bunch of bones kept over here. This is from our mob farm, but you know, instead of making the journey, we're just gonna nab from here. Now I'm actually over here at the tree farm, and we are going to be getting saplings? No, we are gonna get jungle leaves from here, because if I ever go into a jungle, my game just straight up crashes. But what on earth is this? What is going on? I gotta fix this pit in the ground. And even though we only needed the jungle leaves, I actually decided that we would take down the entire farm from the bottom all the way to the top. Or, wait, that's wrong. Top to the bottom. And because this, it looks hilarious. We've got the jungle trees over there, the acacia trees, the spruce trees, the dark oak, and the birch and the oak trees were a bit too short, but whatever. I'm just getting down to the ground now. I've taken out all the trees, and this place looks so ugly. This place looks so ugly when it doesn't actually have all those trees up. Oh man, I need to put everything back. This looks terrible. And there it is, about 1 netherite hoe, and just about a half a netherite pickaxe later, we have over 3 double chests of tree stuff. I didn't even need anything except for the jungle leaves. I have no idea why I took it all down. That was kind of a waste of time, but yes, now we're gonna set up our jungle leaf collection machine. I am thinking we are gonna need to go the full 9 yards, okay? We've got obsidian, we've got our redstone box out. You know this is gonna be fancy. The beast, the legend. Okay, so maybe we weren't going all out, but we are going to be putting some bone meal in here like this, putting trees on there, and gathering our leaves. Oh, it is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, wow. Okay, so I broke the observer, so we weren't just getting clicking and stuff, but I recommend this. This is so efficient. So if you have the observer firing, and you place the sapling, and then run up the scaffolding, and then jump down onto the top of the tree and mine it down, this is so much faster than everything else. And in the end, as I ran the durability on my netherite hoe completely out, we ended up with pretty much 1 shulker box of jungle leaves. I'd say that was a success. Also, I planted back the trees. My soul is hurting a lot less. So our very last 2 things that we need are grass and seagrass. Yes, I understand. I could just go and farm this in the water and on the land, but I've done that before. It's so slow. I don't want to do it anymore. And because of that, I am quite literally just going to go and build a grass farm and a seagrass farm over there on the water. They aren't that complex, honestly. They might be. I'm hoping they aren't that complex. We are going to try. And I believe pretty much all we have to do is make a minecart running from left to right, and when I reach the ends, it puts bone meal on the grass, and it might be underwater or above water, depending on what type of grass we are trying to get. And then I think we can only make it 40. How far can you reach in Minecraft? I'm ashamed, well, you know, only mildly ashamed, that I don't know how far you could reach in Minecraft, but when we go to minecart, it looks like we can reach 4 blocks, so that's how deep we want the farm. Alrighty, if I am not much mistaken, I believe that this is completely finished. Down below, we have some redstone going into this dispenser right here. So if I get on this minecart and drive over to the side, oh my goodness, it works. A little bit laggy there at the start, but look at this. We're getting grass. The immense satisfaction that I am feeling right now, that is over 2 stacks of grass in, I don't know, 20 seconds. And usually that would take me a very, very long time to just run around gathering it. I went a little bit grass happy there. I think I only needed 5 stacks, but now, oh. I don't want that blowing up my storage system. But now we are going to go over there and build up the seagrass version. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a trident guy. Oh, so I believe it is a really low chance of actually getting a trident from these dudes. Yeah, see, it's a really low chance, but I want to try and get a trident this season. Now, this one just had a few slight modifications. See here, I put some oak signs above the pathway. But if we put a minecart, get over here, minecart, I need you. If we put a minecart on here, we should, apparently, we don't get seagrass. I don't know really, I don't really know what to do. I've just switched out the dirt to sand, and that didn't seem to fix the problem. The next thing I'm going to try and do is make the water too high. Well, after making the redstone under this machine significantly uglier, this one works too, and now we are getting auto magical seagrass. Right then, I have everything that we need to build this island, and of course you have already seen that thing constructed, so I hope it is a glorious time lapse. So I'm off to do that right now. Gonna build it up and meet you back in the future. And yep, the future is feeling pretty great. I still want to cry every time I hear that time lapse mentioned. Oh man, that is remorse in a bottle for you. But yes, now we are back in the future, and we are gonna start by testing out the storage system. Oh, I just forgot we need to configure all the hoppers. And although the first phase is actually done, me putting all the different types of items we need in the hoppers, I am actually going to be renaming pretty much a double chest of stone to hopper blocker, so that we don't have a bunch of random items laying around in the hoppers. And this could break it, but you know, we take risks around here. Yeah, that took like an hour. So I made it better in the long run. I made our storage system better in the long run, but what we are going to do is throw this 47 coal in the hole. That's all we have to do, and then we are going to run over to the coal storage system, and I believe it is just over here. Oh, it didn't work. These 3 chests are supposed to be junk chests, but I did not lock them. Oh man, changes were made. Test 2. Oh yes, this is what I want to see. So there was only 1 bug in the entire system. That is incredible. We can start bringing all of our resources from around the entire world over here. Oh, I am hyped. And at the moment, I'm quickly sorting out all the junk we have on that platform. So for example, what we can do is just toss everything in there, including the shulker box, apparently not, and it will just get sorted. Oh, I love this. Oh, I am so excited right now. Okay, so basically, my plan was we were going to move some dolphins and stuff like that, because that would be really hard, and there'd be a bunch of video stuff, but we are 13 minutes in, which means for the next 4 minutes, I think we're just gonna sort items. You see, here's the thing. In Minecraft, sorting items is the most satisfying, most gratifying thing in the world for me. And I don't know if that's a problem. Might be a problem, who knows. But like, for example, Jack. Oh, lag spike there. But yeah, Jack. Look at this. What? Why? So there have been occasions, well, one occasion in the past where we actually just sorted out all of Jack's stuff just because we wanted to, and I'm gonna do that again in the future, okay? We're just, I just want to sort out all this stuff, like an entire shulker box dedicated to 43 paper. But yeah, for the moment, we are gonna go around and gather all of our wealth. I feel like this is gonna take... Yeah, several hours. The first stop is one of the easiest, and that is actually just emptying out our base, because currently we have a bunch of shulker boxes, and no, I am not going to put this through the automatic unloader system. That would take 4.7 ages. We are just going to take this by hand and go and empty this out. And again, as I mentioned in episode 8, any time that I have a bunch of shulker boxes in my inventory, I feel panicked. I feel terrified for my life. Like, what if I fell in lava? so much wealth would just perish. And this is not helped one bit in the least by the fact that our entire storage system, yeah, it's a floating island in the end dimension. And might I just add, I love the fact that we swim to all of our chests. It's a very small detail. I just love it. We're gonna get a dolphin in here. There's no way we're not getting a dolphin in here. We have run into an unexpected issue though. I've got a shulker box of basalt, which is something I get all the time, and I didn't pick a spot for it in the storage system. We're gonna have to, like, kick something out. Job's done. Stuff has been kicked out. This is exactly what I am talking about. More than a shulker box of shulker boxes is now empty and put into the storage system. I am feeling great. Check it out. This is going to be awesome, but we haven't even finished clearing out our base, let alone gone to the villager place, gone to the mining desert. We have lots more to grab. Right at the end there, when we were exiting the nether, that was the end dimension. I don't know if you heard that, but there was an underwater noise. Oh my goodness, they're almost worse than the cave noises. It's pretty much the only apparent con to this storage system being out of the water, that there's some spooky noises that play every now and again, but we have unloaded pretty much half of the villager place. That went incredibly quickly. We are just going to be doing a few more shulker boxes. Now that right there is the entire villager place, along with a bunch of stuff from my base, and the stuff at my base is a problem, because you see, it's just a bunch of random junk. It's not all sorted. It's gonna take forever to go through that redstone machine. Oh my goodness, that is the one. That's not the one. That's the second flaw. Just to get these oak signs up took me forever, because even though we are in the middle of our storage system, I actually didn't have an ender chest, so I had to travel to the overworld, get a bunch of signs. I had to find an ender chest. Anyway, what we can now start doing is actually taking things like these wool blocks and moving them into the chest called solid blocks. And of course, we can't use the bottom one because that's for dark oak saplings, but nobody in their right mind would have more than a double chest of dark oak saplings. I suppose though, if you wanted to present the argument that I'm a little bit crazy sometimes, I think that'd fly. That would definitely fly as an argument, but this is where we are wrapping up for the day. We constructed this glorious floating island. I love the way this thing has turned out, and of course we did lose that time lapse. Still want to cry on the inside. But yeah, oh man, I am happy with this. Of course, I'm actually gonna have to AFK it because we have backlogged the dropper automatic sorting system. We aren't even done gathering everything from around the world, but we have emptied out our base, we've emptied out the villager place, and this is about to become our main storage system. So if seeing all this progress, the kind of content I create on this channel, makes you want to subscribe, oh man, welcome to the community. Definitely also, if it's an interest of you, check the Discord link in the description down below. But until I catch you in my next video, I believe that this is bye for now for me. Adios.